Once again, we've got some skill points to spend. We're going to use it to upgrade our footwork and control by 1. The rest of the skill points we're going to use are to increase our swing and 1 on seam. Final game of the regular season. Coming in here, 2 for 50 in the 7th over. Just flicking that one straight away to get off the mark. And we'll keep the strike for the start of the next over. So we're going to go into the final series, finishing on top of the ladder. Punching that. Taking on the fielder. And we get there with a single. Goes the big hoof over mid-wicket. There's no one there. And that's a beautiful shot for a boundary. This is T20 cricket, so I thought, why not open the shoulders and crunch one over mid-wicket for a boundary. So the spin's on. You know we like to come down the pitch. We come down and whip it through mid-wicket. That's another boundary.
And that's 4.
As soon as they bring on some Chinamen, we have to send them packing to the boundary. And that's what the fossil did. Coming down and whipping it.
Nice shot,
in the exact same region. 3 boundaries so far in this innings through mid-wicket. And now going the little sweep. Got a tiny top edge. The fielder. Jeez, he should be in a nursing home. He's that slow. We get 2.
Played that nicely.
Staying back in the crease this time. Another fielder that should be in a nursing home. Oh, we just got there.
2 for that.
Massive over for the Foss so far. Going at 200 strike rate. That's a bit of a full toss. And we'll just clip that one out to square leg. He's just too slow, that fielder. And we double up again. We've raced to a quick 20 here. We could sneak a single. Some pace now. Drops it a bit short. And we're cutting. Mid-off's back. But he's short. So we'll pull that. And will mid-on get to that? Or is that going to run away? He just chases it down. We might be able to turn on the Jets here and get back for 4 anyway. Beautiful running. They've got a ring field set here. He goes full. And we can get another single out there to mid-on. Got some more Chinamen. I've never seen so many Chinamen. Come back for 2 again. Comes down, meets on the full. But he's got protection, lucky for him. Why not stay in the crease this time? Trying to sweep that from way outside, off stump. We get a leg by. Coming down and whipped that past mid-wicket. It was too slow.
4 runs.
And we get another boundary in that region. Absolutely peppering the leg side here today. Came down and just whipped it. And that shot has worked wonders for the Fossil in this innings. Here we go again. That's even better. That zipped along the turf. This is beautiful batting.
Good shot.
Once again, taking the left arm spin to the cleaners. Oh, I tried to go in that region again. What's mid-on doing? He hesitated. He was having a snooze. I think mid-on needs one of those Fossil alarm clocks to wake him up. Another boundary. Back to back to back. We don't want to get too greedy. So we'll just flick that for a single. So looking to get our first half century here. Full toss. Just didn't time it. We We still get a single though. This is a really nice partnership between the Fossil and Johnston. Hasn't been a lot on the offside here today. Look at the cornrows on this bloke. Thought he was cool.
That's out of the middle of the bat.
Bowling with some cornrows. If you're white, you shouldn't have cornrows. And I told him where to go. We've equalled our top score of 49. Came down on middle on the full, typical Fossil style, and just crunched it through the leg side. One away from that 50. Comes down, and there it is. There's the maiden club 50 for the Foss. Beautiful innings off just 26 balls. We've got blokes with cornrows. They've got blokes with caveman beards. And Fossils punished all of them. Finally something on the offside. And we can scamper through for another single. Going the drive. It was a nice drive too, but they had protection out there with the deep cover. Last over now. Come down, and we're being stumped.
That could end badly.
This time we actually didn't get an edge on it.
It was absolutely essential.
And we get stumped for 53.
That's a really important wicket, breaking up what's been a
When you
key-
come down the pitch all the time, I guess you're bound to miss one eventually. And the caveman has got us. I tried to whip it on the leg side, but I should have gone straighter.
The right arm medium fast bowler is coming on to bowl.
Brighton ended up making 171. We're on to bowl here in the 5th over in the power play. Only 2 men outside the circle. Port Melbourne's off to a relatively good start. None for 32. But what an innings by the Foss. Making his first half century. We've got some interesting looking folk in this team, Port Melbourne. Guy with cornrows. Caveman beard. And this bloke here with the mo that would leave Merv Hughes for dead. This is the effort ball now. Steaming in. He goes after us. He's only going to get the single. Good over to start. Just 3 off it. Now outside the power play. That run rate is creeping up towards 9.5.
Racing to the fence.
Let's try a lead cutter. Could use all types of variations in T20. Oh, that cut a mile away from him and he cut it out there to deep point. Let's try a short ball. Try and rattle his cage like we did last game. Oh!
Big shout here.
Oh, he's got a little edge on that. I wasn't too sure. He's just feathered that one. Shorter ball, tried to go the cut, and it must have been the faintest of edges. And the guy that would leave Merv Hughes for dead with that moustache is going back to the pavilion. Came in just a little bit shorter. It wasn't too short. Back of a length delivery. And we get our first wicket. Let's just check out this replay to see the edge. Oh yes, just a very faint edge. The ball halfway through the bat though. One of those little Don Bradman glitches. And a simple catch to the keeper. Let's try a slow ball bouncer. See how I handle it. Oh, that was seriously slow. He managed to get onto it. Finally gets there, but some sloppy fielding and they're going to get 3. Bit of an off-cutter. Oh!
Nice shot.
Tried to bowl an off-cutter and he's just
And that's full.
virtually punched me back over my head. It was so short. How does he manage just to scoop that one up? Just followed through with their hands and just dispatched me.
Brighton had the runs on the board and were able to get home here.
Brighton gets another win to finish on top of the ladder at the end of the regular season. We win by 26 runs. And look at player of the match. Sam Fossil takes home his first player of the match after making his maiden T20 club cricket 50. We made 53 as Brighton made 4 for 171 from our 20 overs. We also bowled a handy spell, 3 overs, 1 for 14 when we restricted Port Melbourne to 145. This time we're upgrading Fossil's shot types. The drive, the cut, the hook pull, and the sweep. It's finals cricket here, and the Fossil's in some good form. 2 for 47 here in the 7th over. Bowls it really wide, and we just came down and square drived it for 4. What a way to get off the mark. Big time player here in the finals. The Foss dispatches another spinner to the boundary. Coming down and just whipping that. We'll get a single. If we keep this form up, you'd think we might get selected for the state side. Full toss. That's a rubbish delivery. And that's another boundary.
4 runs.
If you keep bowling like that, we definitely will make enough runs to make the state side. Coming very wide. Oh! What was that? Tried to go the sweep and got a little top edge. Got to see the replay here, see what happened. Wanted to go the sweep, and the bats come from up to down. It's not a straight bat. And we get a little top edge. But luckily, the keeper, he couldn't react quick enough. Just a little glance. Turn on the jets and come back for 2. Well, that was a bit quicker. Nearly 84 Ks. But I think it's just going to get there. It does.
4 runs.
Gee, that's real loopy. Oh no! And I've chipped it to mid-on. And we're gone for 17.
And an equally helpful wicket.
You've really flighted this one up. We tried to come down. And one of those suction catches taken it mid-on.
Just not enough of a target set here to really make a game of it. Chased it down easily.
How many times have you seen it happen where a team finishes on top of the ladder, has a dominant regular season, and then loses the first game in the finals? Well, that's happened to Brighton. We've lost by 9 wickets. We only made 131. The Foss were making 17 off 15 before we spooned one to mid-on. Williamstown chased down the total pretty easily in just 17 overs, only losing 1 wicket. The Fossil didn't even get a bowl. Oh, that's absolutely creamed.
Nice shot.
Through mid-wicket, mid-on region. Just came down and absolutely clobbed it for a boundary. Loves to come down to the spinners. And this was a beautiful shot. Came down and just whipped it.